Well, tonight on the podcast, ladies and gentlemen, there's a politician that's running for Secretary of State out of Missouri by the name of Valentina Gomez. Now, Valentina is Colombian. She was born in Colombia. She's an immigrant to the United States of America. Just to give you a little background on her, she is a Republican. She's very, very far right. Well, Valentina here decides to put up a video speaking about Juneteenth and among other topics in her video. Now, I want you to check this video out real quick. And this woman not only got the nerve to say what she's going to say, but listen to the music that she put in the background while she's talking to Black Americans.
Reparations from slavery and Black victimization is about to be shoved down our throats for the most ratchet holiday in America. BLM raised millions, but what did they do for Black lives? It is outrageous to see people asking for reparations, even though they never went through slavery. These ungrateful people should be celebrated because they were born in the greatest nation to ever exist. Here's a tip. If you don't like America, kindly get the f*** out.
Y'all, I'm not, this is not a joke. This is not a skit. This is on her page that she posted. So we have a Colombian immigrant who's running for public office in this country, talking down to Black Americans with BBL Drizzy, which was produced by Metro Boomin, to diss Drake, basically. Why didn't she use Colombian music to diss Black people? Why is she using the music of our community? I just got questions, ladies and gentlemen. That's number one. First of all, Valentina, you wouldn't even be in this country. It wouldn't be for Black Americans. That's first and foremost. Without the rights that we have fought for and the architects who built this country, how dare you come here to our country, the land that we built, and want to call Juneteenth Ratchet? Do you even know what ratchet mean? I mean, you so fresh off the plane, you still got your accent and a thick one at that. Now, this woman here, she's young. She's 24 years old. And she thinks that that's going to work for her to get her in office. That only works with the folks. And it only works with the folks to a point. Because what you have to understand, Valentina, the folks know how to do it in a way where it don't turn off the majority of their own. But let's look at something here, because since she said that Juneteenth is ghetto, you mentioned in reparations, talking about shoving it down our throat. Ma'am, shoving it down your throat, this has nothing to do with you. Your homeland is in Colombia, ma'am. You have nothing to do with this conversation. What you mean shoving it down your throat? You should be glad somebody can shove something down your throat. Because you failed in Colombia, obviously. And you ran up here. Now, there's a lot of brothers and sisters in Colombia working hard every day. Brothers and sisters that's trying to make Colombia great. Colombia has its first Black vice president and all of that, right? They didn't fail in Colombia, but your family failed. So you had to run up here. And you know good well in Colombia, they wouldn't be paying attention to you. Because you probably on the blade in Colombia with some of them passport bros trying to holler at you in Colombia. But if you're a Republican and you're saying it's so ghetto, let me put something on the screen for y'all. This is from Trump's website, DonaldJTrump.com. Trump campaign statement commemorating Juneteenth. All slaves are free. This was the cry that rang out at June 19, 1865. The principle of freedom has always been at the foundation of the Republican Party. Today we reflect on how far we have come as a nation, and remember that light will always triumph over darkness. With President Trump's leadership, our party will continue to advance the American dream for all people. As Janiyah Thomas, she's the Team Trump Black Media Director. Now, I put that up there because if Trump didn't allow that to be up there, on his website, that wouldn't have been up there, Valentina. Okay? So if Trump on his website isn't calling Juneteenth Ratchet Valentina, then why are you doing it? Trump is the top dog in your party, right? Valentina. And then you got the nerve at the end to say, if we don't like something, then we need to get the F out. Like, y'all, this is the craziest video ever. We have a Colombian immigrant coming to our country, the country that our ancestors built, who's the architects of this country, telling the originators of this country, there was no Americans or black Americans built it, telling black Americans that if we don't like something, then we need to get the F out and go where? Where we gonna go? Huh? Where we gonna go? This is our homeland. We don't have to go nowhere. We here. No, let's tell that to you. If you don't like something, if you don't want to hear about racism, if you don't want to hear about reparations, if you don't want to hear about Juneteenth and being ratchet, well, carry your happy self back to Cartagena, carry your happy self back to Medellin, carry your happy self one of them cities. Go back over there. Because this is not your conversation, Valentina. It's not your conversation. How dare you tell black Americans where we need to go? Like, Valentina, this is what you end up doing. You've been listening to a lot of your white buddies, right? You had to be listening to them. And so you taking on the personality of a lot of your white buddies, but you have to understand, they say that mess and we ain't going nowhere either. They've been saying that mess to us, right? If we choose to go somewhere because we want to go somewhere, we don't have to go nowhere. But yet, I guess you're trying to be a de facto, Karen or something. That's not going to work for you. And then, Valentina, I seen a lot of Hispanics calling you out too on X, because I went to look at the replies to it, and a lot of them said you were stupid. A lot of them saying you causing problems with Latinos and blacks. A lot of them say, well, who she thinks she is. I mean, this even makes sense. And they didn't know what your lineage was at first. But now we know you're a Colombian. You're embarrassing Colombia. There's a lot of great Colombians out there. A lot of them. That's cool people. That's Colombians. You are being a complete embarrassment, and you're not going to win that election, Valentina, because you're pissing everybody off. If you're trying to win an elections, Valentina, then you don't piss off LGBT and you piss them off. Some black folks that could be Republican, maybe they would have voted for you, but they're not going to vote for you now. Then you being an open white supremacist, then you're going to have white folks that don't really like open white supremacists. They cool with white supremacy, but they don't want to see an open white supremacist. That's the thing. And then on top of that, you are from Colombia. That's not going to work for you. So you probably need to go back to real estate where you come from. And this is the thing. You're doing all this racism and discriminatory talk, Valentina, telling black Americans where they need to go. When if you lose this election, this crap is going to hurt your business because people are not going to want to fool with you. And let me tell you something. That white supremacist money is not big what you think it is, especially in your industry. Because a lot of those people that talk like that and it's very open, they usually poor and live in a trailer park. Now, you selling trailers? Okay. Maybe if you become a mail distributor, you may be good. But selling real estate, people don't want to fool with you. They don't want the attachment of you. But you're gonna find out you have to go back to your homeland and go figure something out over there. I guess go sell property over there. But this woman got the nerve gonna tell black Americans we need to get the F out. Like while playing black American music at the same time. This woman don't know what she want to do. You want to be an anti-black racist while using black people's music. Then you have the nerve enough to go get your own music. Y'all, we live in the twilight zone, ladies and gentlemen. We are living in the twilight zone right now. You can't make any of this mess up. A Colombian immigrant telling black Americans that we need to get the F out. and this woman is not solidified in this country either. But when you got Democrats out here, see, Democrats, these are the people you're giving driving licenses to, and you're sitting up here prioritizing. And this is why we're not voting for you either. Because you be putting a batter in these people back, thinking they better than us. And now you got one of them telling black Americans where we need to go. Like like this is not our country. No, Valentina, you need to get on a plane and go be a politician in Colombia. Go make Colombia great again. How about that?